Hello, everybody. I'm going to warn, well, not everybody, because I only have 7 subscribers, who I appreciate very much, but that's definitely not an everybody. I'm going to warn you, this video is going to be a lot less focused because I am currently unemployed. That's more important now, so I don't have time to write out fucking essays. The good news is I'm not going to be getting that Orphan Annie bullshit in my eyes because of the reflection on the monitor in my glasses, so that's a good thing. This is about a Jericho movie video that he did about how belief is less of a motivator in our personalities than, say fear of death or something like that. And I want to discuss that a little bit. Now, I think my first video I made mentioned 4 cults, kind of tongue-in-cheek. It was, assholes, dipshits, lunatics, and busybodies. Basically all of us had that part of our personality, and they were brought out depending on external circumstances. Or there are also people who say asshole is a main motivator of their personality, or crazy, or stupidity, or whatever, and that would be brought out kind of almost regardless of the circumstances. Now, I think the whole purpose of this was about how people are judged based on their beliefs. Now, what you'll get is either Christians or atheists talking about Muslims and saying, well, your holy book is violent and wants to convert all people to Islam, and therefore that's a way to judge your behavior. Now, atheists will do this with the Bible, pick out this quote or that quote that advocates violence for non-believers and things like that. Or believers will attack atheists because of Hitler, who was not an atheist. Mein Kampf mentions the supreme being. Hitler was Catholic. When you say that Hitler was an atheist, you are talking out your ass. You are incorrect. Now, you also have Stalin, atheist, Chairman Mao, whatever. And again, those were individuals, and they don't reflect the general belief of atheists. Because, again, you don't see, atheists, blowing up buildings and shit like that. I'm not saying that some atheists aren't capable of that. What I'm saying is that non-belief or belief is not a judgment or an indicator of what you're going to do. Now, there was a comment on his channel by some guy named Ruin Sonic. He said, why did you say this video wasn't about atheism, and then everything you talk about is against a stereotypical atheist belief? Now, in Jericho's video, that didn't happen, so I don't know where he got that. And see, your argument is very easy to counter, since if we go back 1,000 years, people were much more violent and cruel. You could say they were fanatical too, but why? Maybe because they were poor, uneducated, or ruled by dogmatic kings. Fanaticism usually doesn't spring out of nothing, or free will, my friend. Now, he didn't say that. He said that fear of death was a motivator. And way back when, society was a lot more stable, and that's where these holy books come from, is basically primitive people. At a time when there was a lot less stability in their environment, you'd have warlords coming through and enslaving everybody, and this was almost a constant until the Roman Empire came about. And then when the Roman Empire fell, it went back to this. And if you look at the Bible, it sprung from this pre-Roman through Roman history, and then the last part of the Bible, the New Testament, was written during this Middle Ages period. Again, both times when you had this lack of stability, death was right up in front of people where they could get a good whiff of it. And that motivated their behavior, which motivated their beliefs, which is kind of my point, that rather than belief affecting people's behavior, it kind of is the other way around. People, due to their fears, their anxieties, but also their hopes, things that they want, need for a sense of community, that's where these holy books spring from, and that's where religion springs from. And the holy book isn't really a way to judge the person's behavior. If you look at Christians or Muslims or anything like that, there's so many different types and behaviors. You get your fanatics like the Westboro Church, or any lunatic, throwing a fit about Christianity, or not Christianity. I'm thinking to myself. About homosexuality or something like that. Again, they're quote-mining their holy book because, the Bible also says you can't eat shellfish, but you aren't seeing a lot of Christians picketing fucking Red Lobster. So, again, they're quote-mining their holy book, and from the other point of view, it also means you can't judge them by their holy book. You can't judge any believer by their holy book. So again, it's a different thing. I think with religious people who are anti-gay, it's more their fear, that's where they get the term homophobic from, actually. It's their fear of people who are gay, who are different. And that kind of is what motivates their behavior. It's not the holy book, it's things that are internal in themselves. And, if you talk to religious people, there are people who they just are comforted by the idea that there's someone out there that loves them completely, that's completely perfect, that's running everything like a perfect clock, and that when they die, they're going to go to heaven. And again, that's about alleviating fears. So, I think that judging anyone by their beliefs is bullshit. Beliefs are like a hobby. It depends on how seriously you take that hobby. You have your people who watch Star Trek and like it, and then you have your Trekkies who are learning Klingon. And that's more to do with their personalities, how they were raised, genetics. There's so many factors in what motivates human behavior. And then Sonic, Ruined Sonic, says, nice try. And which I thought was kind of smug. And I've noticed that a lot in comment sections whenever anyone is talking about someone's video, or actually in comment sections on any website, because of anonymity, people feel like they can be arrogant and smug, and they're like a little kid running around in a circle saying, I win. It's pathetic. Just make your point and move on. Stop being a douchebag, please. Because it makes the internet less of a hospitable place, and it also does nothing as a point of discussion. Let's see if I have any other points here. I don't think I do. But thank you for your patience, and thank you for listening. Just to sum up, it's external factors and internal factors that affect behavior. Beliefs are just something that goes over the template. So, well, hope everything's going good for everybody, and have a great day.